All right, so I just started the recording. Blocks and a strap. Last day of the month, super exciting. So we're definitely gonna workshop and play with Pincha. If that's not in your practice or you don't want to do that, you are more than welcome to just come to dolphin or any other poses that your body is craving or that you're working towards. And if there's anything I can do to help, just please let me know. Otherwise, I will workshop and discuss forearm stand or Pincha Mayurasana. And we'll use blocks and our straps. We'll talk about alignment, things like that. So dolphin pose is also a focus. And really, I mean, if you come into dolphin, if you can come into dolphin, you really need that in order to get into Pincha. So that's really the focus. Next month is headstand, basket headstand, tripod headstand. So it really, I love that Emily had us do Pincha first, because when you talk about inversions, headstand is actually the most dangerous. And the reason why is because you are on your head supported by your tiny little neck. And there are these tiny, tiny little discs running all the way up your back and the back of your neck. So it's some serious business. So the idea is that basket headstand is basically forearm stand. The difference is that you're elevating the shoulders and lifting in order to get your head off of the ground. So if you're in basket headstand and you don't like all the pressure that is on your neck, you can lift the shoulders up by the ears and elevate so that you don't have all that pressure on your neck. So that's why I love that Pincha was first. And then you can play with basket headstand or tripod headstand at the wall and elevate the shoulders a little bit more and alleviate some of the pressure on the neck. So that's kind of what we're working towards, or at least playing with for next month. Okay. And then our theme is a parigraha, which is the non-attachment, which I love the fact because I don't think anybody in this room is actually attached to obtaining the Pincha pose. People are just like, you know, I'm good with working towards, you know, whatever. So in that case, you guys have beautiful practices, and it's just so fabulous to have everybody in the room. So I just love seeing all the faces and bringing your energy and presence to the room. Thank you so much. I would love to hear from you guys, though. How have you been applying that aparigraha theme to your life? If you haven't been, you can just feel free to say, you know, not really a focus. But I would love to hear from anybody who has anything to share in that regard. Don't all talk at once. Dorothy. Awesome. I need to come to you, I think, because I'll be there in not so many years. My son was so easy. My daughter, not so much. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else? Yeah. Ah, yeah. That's awesome that you can do that, because a lot of people just push in, you know, like, this is where we're going to do it. That's great. Probably makes you a really respected leader. You're like, oh. That's awesome. I think you need to start seeking your 200-hour yoga training. You need to switch places with me here. Anyone else?
And that's like, I mean, like I can do this long, like say my job or something, but I can actually do it all day. But I just pick different things. And like that's
Yeah. I know.
I'm a lot happier.
I think I need to practice that too, because I constantly fill my schedule like packed. And then by the end of the day, I'm like hitting a wall. Done.
I can handle it.
There you go. Beautiful.
And most of the like I will watch that like cooking for the summer. I'm like watching tomorrow and knowing I'm something to look forward to. Like I don't actually
Yeah.
sometimes like I'll forget to eat it.
That was yeah. You know, that was a post that I saw from a dietitian. It was like when you start restricting yourself, that's when you want it more. Where if you are in control, yes, I can have this, then you don't really want it as much. So yeah, awesome. Anyone else? Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's great. You know, my husband needs to aspire to get rid of some stuff too. He's holding on to things from when my daughter was like an infant. I was like, let it go. All right. Anyone else? Okay. Well, we are already in our seated pose. So the first thing that I want to do is just begin to loosen up our shoulders and our arms. So if you just close your eyes and be present here in this seated position, and just begin to move the shoulders, some shoulder circles. And just find what feels good to you. Maybe one shoulder at a time. Maybe you go front to back or back to front. You can roll out the neck if that feels nice. And then begin to bring some back movement into it. So kind of channel in to cat-cow here. So you kind of lean back and spread the shoulder blades wide, doming the upper back. Exhale and inhale, pull the chest forward, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the spine. And I apologize, we got started a little late. So is there anyone who needs to leave right at 10? Okay, we'll probably end just a little later. Just channel in on what you're feeling, whether there be tight places or sore places. And find stillness. Inhale, reach the arms up. Do right arm under eagle arms. And here really focus on pulling the elbows up by the chin and spreading the shoulder blades wide. You can even find a bit of a cat-cow presence here as you breathe and move a bit with eagle arms. If eagle arms are tough, you can also just grab opposite shoulders. On the next inhale, you're gonna let go, reach the arms up. Exhale, left arm under. And once again, find some small movement here. See how one side might have felt different than the other. And then on the next inhale, unwind, reach up, hands to heart center, exhale. Grab your strap. And as always, we don't want to kind of hold tight on our strap and force our shoulders into any position. So you want a very nice loose grip, and you inhale, reach the shoulders up by the ears. So you're not just lifting up here, you're lifting the shoulders up. And then exhale, take it back behind you. And then you inhale, lift the shoulders up by the ears, exhale, back down. And then you can begin to move your arms closer in, or your grip closer in, as it feels good to the shoulders. So the goal is to inhale, reach up, lift the shoulders up by the ears, and then take it back behind you. Should really start feeling these shoulders warming up. And feel free to pause in any place that feels good. Maybe take it behind you and you find a spot that just kind of feels really good. You can stay there. On your next inhale, reach it up, reach the shoulders up by the ears, and then take it to the left. I like to grip the strap and really pull, feeling that side body stretch. Work on the left shoulder. I find mine punching forward as I do this. See if you can pull that left shoulder back. Back to center. Take it to the other side. And once again, just check in that that right shoulder doesn't punch forward. Pull it back. And back to center. And then any movement that feels good. Just sometimes I like to do these figure eights. Whatever feels good in your body. And when you're ready, you can put the strap aside. Moving towards puppy pose. So if you like to take that with blocks, you certainly can. Couple of options. You can bring your triceps to the block. Sink the chest. Knees should be under your hips. And you sink the chest. I like to create a little shark fin. And breathe here. You can stay there if that feels good, or you can begin to remove the block, lowering the chest, chin, or forehead to the mat. Still keeping knees under hips. Feel free to move through the positions. Maybe start with one and find another. You can bring a back bend element to this pose by curling your toes and lifting the knees, straightening the legs. When you're ready, begin to lift out, keeping the forearms down on the mat. Curl the toes, lift the hips, walk your feet in for dolphin pose. You can gently pull your head through your shoulders. And just pedal it out here. Waking up those hamstrings. You push your pelvis back and up, it's going to increase the stretch in the hamstring. On your next inhale, find stillness here. Press into both hands and lift up for down dog. Move around slightly here. And then walk your feet to your hands. Half lift. Heel toe the feet about hip width. And exhale, fold. You can grab opposite elbows here. Peace fingers around the big toes. Just hang and ragdoll. You can have a generous bend in the knee if you prefer. Yeah, shake the head out, let it hang. Inhale, halfway lift. So here in your half lift, really press down and out to the outside edges of your mat. You should feel a widening or an engagement in the hips. And lean forward so there's barely any weight in the fingertips at all. Let this come from the back muscles. Take a nice deep breath in here, holding. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Keep pressing down and out through the heels. Exhale, fold. Keep pressing down and out. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to your hips. Rise all the way up. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open up. Pull the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend elbows, pull shoulder blades together. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Hold here in the high plank. Focus on your fingers. In inversions such as handstand, arm balances, things like that. Not so much pincha because you've got your forearms, but you're still gonna need your breaks, which are your fingers. So really press down through the metacarpals and the tips of the fingers. Pull your thumb and your pinky towards each other and lift that second knuckle up so it kind of creates a tenting. Press into the metacarpals, getting a little lighter in the wrist, and then rock front to back. Pull the low belly in and up. 2 more breaths. And then knees first, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. And let it go. Inhale, cobra. Lift the fingers. Pull the shoulder blades together. And let it go. One more, lift. Lift the hands, lift the feet. And let it go. Tabletop or plank. Exhale, back, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. look up. Exhale, bend elbows, open up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. Right away, find the engagement in the fingers. Hold here. Take your feet about hip width and then crisscross. Pull your right foot towards your left hand, left foot towards your right hand. Hands push back. Hold here. Two more breaths. Knees first, lower all the way down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Straighten the arms. Lift everything up. And let it go. Tabletop or plank. Exhale, back down dog. Take a breath here and let it go. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bend elbows, open up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. Engage your fingers. Pull your pinky and your thumb towards each other. Press down through the tips and the metacarpals. Lower halfway. Hold. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take a breath here and let it go. Roll out high plank. Okay, so you have some options. You can stay here in high plank or you can bring your knees down. But what you're gonna do is keep your arms straight. So don't bend the elbows. And I want you to focus in on sinking the chest, pulling the shoulder blades together. And then pushing the mat away, spreading the shoulder blades wide. It's protraction, retraction. Ready? Sink and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees first, lower all the way down. Come to your forearm. And pull your chest through your shoulders for Sphinx pose, which should feel delicious. Take 2 more breaths here. And rise up, forearm plank. And once again, you can take these on your knees. Same thing. Sink the chest and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, Sphinx pose. Pull the chest through your shoulders. And then curl the toes, lift up, walk the feet in, dolphin pose. Press into the palms, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back and down, push down and out through the heels. Right arm under, eagle arm. Hold here. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Press down and out through the heels. Pull the low belly in and up. Inhale, reach the arms. This time, left arm under. Keep pressing down and out through the heels. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Ah, feels nice. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot back and up, bend the knee, open the hip. Try to pull your foot towards your bum. Back to center, square the hip, straighten the leg. Pull the knee in towards knee to nose. Touch, step down, rise up, crescent lunge. Really press down through the right heel to engage the right outer glute. Pull your feet towards midline. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot back and up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Pull your foot towards your bum. Square the hips, straighten the leg. Bring it in, knee to nose. Touch, step down, rise up. So really press down through the left heel so you can see like a slight tuck of the tail as opposed to sinking it. Push down through the heel. Pull your feet towards midline. Exhale, bend the elbows, open up. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath here. Pull the shoulders up by the ears. Press into the tips of your fingers. Press down into the metacarpals. Pull the fingers, the thumb and pinky towards each other. Shoulders up by the ears. Press your pelvis back and up. 2 more breaths here. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Press down and out through the heels. Hover the left foot. Controlled and slow. Take it back. Crescent lunge. Open up, warrior 2. Clasp your hands behind your back. Pull the shoulders up by the ears. Straighten and bow inside the right leg. Humble warrior. Press down through the right heel. Pull your feet towards midline. your belly or your side. Nothing should be resting on that right leg. Slowly begin to rise back up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Reach, reach, reach. Hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot goes back and up. Bring it in, knee to nose. Step it down. Rise up, crescent lunge. Okay. Shift the weight forward. Reach, 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 reach. Slowly lift the back leg up. Warrior three. Square the hip. Bring your hands to heart center. Bend the left knee, bring it behind the right. And back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come down, grounded warrior. Keep that left leg lifted. And then fold into standing split. Reach the left leg as high as you can. You can grab the back of the right calf if you like. And then slowly lower the left leg, crescent lunge. Hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Press down and out through the heels. Hover the right foot. Slowly take it back behind you. Step it down, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Clasp your hands behind your back. Opposite pinky on the outside. Pull the shoulder blades together. Straighten the arms. And fold inside the left leg. Humble warrior. Really press down through that left heel. Pull your feet towards midline. One more breath. Rise back up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, really reach, reach, reach. Hands to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot back and up. Bring it in, knee to nose. Step it down. Rise up, crescent lunge. Shift the weight forward. Reach. Try to slowly bring that back leg up. Warrior three. And then hands come to heart center. Right knee behind the left. And back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grounded warrior. Standing split. Reach the right leg up as high as you can. And then slowly begin to bring it back down. Crescent lunge. Hands to the mat, high plank. Lower halfway, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up dog, exhale back, down dog. Take a nice breath here and let it go. Take 2 more just like that. And then lower down onto your forearms for dolphin pose. Here we're gonna do some dolphin push-ups. So you're gonna shift the weight forward, bring the nose to the mat as best you can, and then back to dolphin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then come all the way down. Sphinx pose. Woo. Getting sweaty in here. We've got one more drill before we do a little playtime. So come back to dolphin pose. You're gonna inhale, reach the right leg up, bend the knee, bring it in, touch the back of your arm, and back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, directly to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Take Sphinx pose. Oh. All right, now that we completely burnt out our shoulders, let's do forearm stand. Oh. So, as always, I recommend the wall. If you've been through this before, you know what to do and you want to play, you certainly can. So the forearm stand is interesting. Like usually it's shoulder width apart, hands go like this. And I've taught with a block, okay? But it doesn't really matter. I find myself bringing my hands closer together. So when I first learned, I learned like this, but as I've progressed, I've brought them closer together. So if you find yourself bringing them closer together, that's perfectly fine. Initially, how I begin is like this, but the one thing that I guess I want to make sure I note is that you have your L shape on your block. Your elbows are about hip width. You have skin on your elbows. And so you might find that even your elbows being grounded on the mat, you find them moving, okay? So my first advice about that is when you find it, take it and push it to its edge so that when you're pushing out with your elbows, you're not going further out. Does that make sense? Yeah, you wanna make sure that your elbow skin, I guess, is taut. So the first thing is you're gonna come up into dolphin pose, and then you're just gonna play with kicking up to the wall. So whatever dominant leg you have, just do gentle kicks until maybe you find some air time, okay? When you kick into the wall, bend your leg so this foot's touching the wall, then bring this one closer and work on your alignment. Press down pull chest in. Do you see the difference? Like from this to this, really pulling in. Because what happens is your butt, your back end is heavier than your front. So if you are bowing like that and sticking your chest, it's gonna sink you right back down. Okay, so if you're super sweaty and you're finding your elbows are splaying out, you can use a strap, but that's not gonna help you to build strength, just as an FYI. Beautiful, Zara. Gorgeous. Oh, that was the other thing I forgot to mention. And nowhere in this is my head touching the block. So some people like to try to make it like this. Okay, your head is not touching the block. And when you come up, my head is not touching the block. You can pull it through and look this way, but my head's not touching the mat. My head's not touching the block. Okay? Which is why we learn Pincha before you should be learning headstand, so that you can push and get the weight of your head up. Okay? Go ahead. Yeah, that's the biggest thing I see with people who play with Pincha is that their chest sinks forward and they banana back. Nice, Zara. Yeah. So completely straight alignment there. No banana back. Beautiful, Zara. Yeah. I saw you. You're like, sink into it. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Beautiful. Nice, Jill. So I start by looking at the mat. Okay, so come into dolphin. First of all, make sure your elbows are about shoulder width. So come down, measure them out like this. Yeah, and then go a little closer in. Yeah, and now, beautiful. And then walk your feet in as much as you can. Look down at the mat. Yeah, so you have a bent head. Good. And maybe you just stay there because it's the hamstring flexibility. It's not going to be, I mean, you can try kicking up, but it's going to be harder. So I would just work on hamstring flexibility coming into dolphin. Yeah. That's okay. Just come into dolphin and work on like just straightening and stretching your legs. Yeah. Beautiful. So Katie, your elbows are really wide. You want, like, remember I Dream a Genie? Am I dating myself by saying that? Oh. Yeah, so yeah. Grab opposite elbows. They can, yeah, like, so if the block is not there, like when I come up, I'm like this. I find it much easier. So like my thumb and my index finger are touching. But either way, beautiful, Patty. Bend the knee and keep that foot on the wall. Align the other one, align your knees up. Knees touch. Yeah. So, I don't know if I can do this. When you're kicking up to the wall, decide on which leg, it doesn't matter which one. One of them is bent. Keep it, bring the knees together, and then focus on pulling instead of, and yours was not like this at all, but that's what we focus on, finding that alignment. And then, as that feels comfortable, bring the other foot off of the wall and keep them both straight. Yeah. How are you doing? I missed it. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you got this. Absolutely. Sarah, what do you find when you don't use the strap? Keep them in. Okay. So when you use the strap, do you still feel that stretch? Okay. Yeah. Nice, Dorothy. Bend the knee. Yeah. Align your knees. Knees together. Beautiful. Now push your chest back a bit. So let me see. Yeah. So see if I can. So bending knee, bring them together. I'm seeing this. So pull in. It's actually, you're going to find a difference with your head too. Yeah. And then it creates such a straight line that you do that. Yep, it is. Absolutely is. Nice. Yeah. It does. Yeah. So that's a thing, right? Because as you come into Pincha, okay, you want to find this beautiful straight line, right? But people desire this shape. It's called hollow back. So it's not bad. It is. It is really, but the problem with it is that hollow back should be learned after you're finding that perfect alignment, because if not, you're never going to find that straight line. So I don't want people to feel like when they scoot their butts back that that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just not helping you to engage the muscles that you need. Nice, Zara. Okay. See what our time is. Let's come to child's pose. I can honestly say in even just the 2 weeks that I've been, and I've had the benefit of coming in the beginning and then coming in at the end, I'm seeing so much progress that everyone has made over the month. And then not just with achieving the pose of Pincha, but just opening the shoulders and building strength there. So need to feel proud of yourselves. Take a nice deep breath in here in child's pose and let it go. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop and exhale back to down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And let's hike up the left hip so you can bend the knee, bring the left hip up. So it's kind of like a sassy hip. And you're gonna take that and wrap it around for eagle pose. Gonna find an easier double twist, double wrap if you hike that left hip up. So left leg is over, left arm under. Eagle pose. See if you can slowly unwind. Once again, fast the left hip up. See if you can bring the toe in for tree pose without touching the foot. Wherever you land, go ahead and adjust above or below the knee. And then express your branches any way that you like. You're throwing off my drifty, Dorothy. If you're finding balance, maybe you look up. Maybe you close your eyes. That's when I fall out. Come on out. Shake it out. Mountain pose. And once again, you're going to inhale, this time kind of stack the right hip up, bring the leg with it, and wrap the right leg over, seeing if you can get that double wrap. If not, create a kickstand for yourself. Left arm or right arm under. And then slowly unwind. Once again, bringing that right hip up, finding tree pose without touching the foot. And then go ahead and adjust. Press foot into thigh, thigh back into foot to help you balance a little easier. And then express your branches any way you like. Maybe you look up. Maybe you close your eyes. And come out when you're ready. Meet in mountain pose. Take a nice deep breath here. And let it go. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Lower halfway. Hold. And then lower all the way down. Whew, we made it. All right, keep going on the mat. Left cheek on the mat. And then from the center, you can take locust pose or bow pose. We're gonna do 3 rounds. So locust pose. You can clasp your hands behind your back if that feels nice. You can keep your hands down by your side, palms down, or you can go right into bow pose. I'm gonna clasp my hands, lift up, locust or bow. And then slowly lower. Once again, you can take locust or bow pose. You can release your wiper the feet side to side, release the low back. If you're taking bow pose, I challenge you to grab the feet from the inside instead of the outside. So I've always flexed the foot, grabbed ankles from the outside. Reach them around, grab from the inside. And you can keep the feet pointed or flexed, it doesn't matter. Inhale, lift everything up off the mat. The first time I did it, it was like, oh, this is weird and I don't like it. And then I forced myself to keep doing it. And it's an interesting feeling. It's different, but not in a bad way. And then come on down. And windshield wiper the feet. I'm not saying one way is better than another. It's just different. If you don't like it, keep doing it. I find that with yoga. The more poses I hate, the more I force myself to do them. And eventually you find ease in them. And it improves your attitude too, towards like people that annoy you. That's right, exactly. I was like, I can do hard things. I can do hard things. All right, ready? Locust or bow, lift. And slowly come on down. Whew. You're gonna take your knees wide. We're gonna move to frog pose. If you like to roll up a side of your mat, go ahead and do that. That's nicer on the knees. Really the focus is, and you can do this up against the wall as well, but the focus is that 90-degree angle at the ankle and at the knee. And if it hurts, like you're probably doing it correctly. I shouldn't say that. It's not a painful hurt, but a stretch hurt. Feel okay? Yeah. Yeah, beautiful job. Just a few more breaths here. When you're ready, you can slowly, gracefully make your way out. Come to your back. Take any movements, happy baby, final twist. Happy baby might feel really nice. And then any inversion that you would like to take, shoulder stand, waterfall, legs up the wall. You can obviously feel free to come into Pincha, headstand, handstand, whatever your body is craving. Oh, does that feel okay for you? Heavenly? Nice, Dorothy. Beautiful, Kelly. You pike up into it, Dorothy? Okay. Yeah, more or less piking, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's one of my favorites. Can you do that with basket? Yeah, so careful your elbow. Yeah, and your hands should be on the mat, not around the back of your head. Well, like this. Maybe I'm giving incorrect direction here. So you're creating a basket, the crown of your head. Yeah, elbows in. Yeah. I know. I feel like I've got to spot you. Yeah. You got it. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah. Gorgeous. So I'm trying to like basket. Elbows should still be shoulder width apart. Crown of the head. What I was asking, or something you can work on because you do this in tripod, is walk the hips back and lift to come up. And then you can even make it a drill, like you touch down and back up. Something to work on. All right, find your Shavasana. I'm sorry, I just love to play. I know, exactly. Take a nice deep breath in here and let it go. Settle in. Let your breath move through your body. Focus in on it. swirling from your toes through your feet, up the legs, to your hips, your ribs and your heart. Feel it swirl your shoulders, down your arms, back up through your face and your cheeks and your nose to the crown of your head. Focus on the breath swirling within your body. As we close our month of shoulder work, often played with forearm stand, developed our sense of adventure and curiosity. And we also focused in on our ability to let go of the end goal, let go of the possessions, aparigraha. Just want to share with you. Recently, my teenage granddaughter and I went on our first overnight retreat adventure together. In my usual organized, prepared style, I started asking her way in advance what we should pack. I held my frustration as the days passed and the question continued to go unanswered. The day before we were to leave, I said, Ashley, we have to make plans. Grandma, she said, that's the whole point of getting away. Make it easy. Don't take anything, not even plans. Further conversation revealed her packing list: a book, a soccer ball, and a healthy supply of her favorite organic frozen dinners. I found myself stunned at the simplicity of her understanding of retreat time. In my mind, I reviewed the large amounts of packing and preparation that had always burdened my retreat time. Excited at the opportunity, I leaped into this new challenge before me to take nothing with me. I would like to report that my efforts were a success, but alas, the morning we left found us both filling the car with all kinds of last-minute baggage. But the seed had been planted in my mind, and I found myself wondering where else I was missing the point with my planning and packing and hauling. In fact, how many suitcases full of expectations, tasks, plans, resentments, and unforgiven moments was I toting around with me every day? Even airlines know to charge a fine when we pack over the limit, I thought to myself. And yet I wonder how many of us are packing over the limit every morning and wearying ourselves throughout the day with this heavy baggage. What if we woke up every morning and took nothing with us? What if that was the whole point? What if we unpacked our way to God, unpacked our way to freedom, unpacked our way to being? And yet we seem to put more into our already full suitcases as the day wears on. And we add some disappointment and maybe a little anger mixed with some frustration to our already heavy load. This craziness we do to ourselves is as silly as if we carried a heavy load of bricks around all day and continued to add more to our pile. Pack light for the journey, my granddaughter reminded me. Strip yourself in raw nakedness and vulnerability, the yogis teach us. This is the invitation of non-possessiveness. Are we up to the unpacking? Begin to deepen your breath. Invite small movements back to the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, you can reach your arms up overhead for a nice big full body stretch. And then maybe you hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. You can roll side to side if that feels good. And when you're ready, roll completely to one side. In this pose, I invite you to find gratitude to yourself and your body, to your friends, to your family. When you're ready, find a comfortable seated position anywhere on your mat, eyes closed. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. As always, it is a true pleasure to lead you in your practice, to see you take the time for yourself on the mat, to see the playfulness and generosity and love that you bring. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you always feel loved. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope it gives you a fabulous start to your day. I know I always feel better